When ended was my tale of Melody. When ended was my tale of Melody, and of prudence and high benignity, and of prudence and her goodness. Oh, who's to say? As I am a faithful man, our host said, on my faith, and by that precious corpus Madrian, and by that precious body of Madrian, I had a liever than a barrel ale.
I swear that
I had rather than have a barrel of ale. That goodly if my wife had heard this tale, that goodly if my wife had heard this tale. For she needs no thank of switch patience,
was she,
for she is in no way of such patience
was she,
as was this Melibus with prudence, as was this Melibus wife prudence. By God's bones when I bait my knaves, by God's bones when I beat my knaves, she bringeth me forth the great club staves, she brings me forth the great knobby clubs, and cries, slay the dog is ever shoon, and cries, slay the dogs every one, and break them both the back and every bone, and break them both back and every bone. And if that any neighbor of mine,
was she,
and if any neighbor of mine will not in church to my wife incline, will not in church bow to my wife, or be so hardy to hire to trespass, or be so bold as to offend her, when she cometh whom she rampeth in my face, when she comes home she shakes her fists in my face, and crieth, false coward, wreck thy wife, and cries, false coward, avenge thy wife. By corpus bones I will have thy knife, by God's bones I will have thy knife, and thou shalt have my distaff and go spine, and thou shalt have my spinning staff and go spin. Fro day to night right thus you will begin, from daybreak to nightfall right thus you will begin. Allah she say that ever I was shape and begin. Allah she say that ever I was shape and begin. She saith that ever I was shape